So okay, write down. Can anybody in the class can tell me what is exothermic reaction and endothermic reaction, and what are the types of reactions that we generally have during exothermic and endothermic reactions? Can anybody in the class can tell me what is exothermic reactions and examples of exothermic reactions? Give me 2 or 3 examples of exothermic reactions. Examples of exothermic reactions. Yes, you, Matt. Can you give me the examples of exothermic reactions?
Mixing of acid with water.
What?
When you mix acid with water, it's exothermic.
Yes, reaction with between acid, acid and water. Yes, dilution of acid is also exothermic reaction. We considered it. And another example is acid-base reaction. Acid-base reaction, which is called neutralization reaction. Second one is displacement reaction. Displacement, double displacement, double displacement. Okay. And another type is exothermic reaction is combustion. Generally, most of the combustion reaction are exothermic. Okay. So combustion, combustion. Okay. And respiration, respirations. Okay. So generally these reactions are considered to be as dilution of acids. अरे हम कितना कीड़ा मकोड़ा निकाल भाई. उसके बाद next है हमारे पास, that is dilution. After dilution of acids we have uh, is evaporation is exothermic process or endothermic process? Evaporation.
Endothermic.
Yes, it is endothermic because it take heat. Means liquid get when converted into take heat. Okay, so this is the type of reaction that we usually have. Okay, समझ आया? So as you have already, I have already mentioned that exothermic reactions are those reactions in which the heat is being liberated out during the reactions. Okay, so similarly, endothermic reactions are those reactions in which heat or energy in any form, not only the heat, it may be electricity, it may be light, it can be other different forms also. So if that in any reactions energy is being required, so those type of reactions are called endothermic reactions. For example, generally most generally we can say generally decomposition reaction, photosynthesis, photosynthesis. Okay, and generally these type of reactions are considered to be as uh, endothermic reactions. Okay, these are the example of endothermic reactions. Okay, now moving to the next portion is, let's revise today the redox reactions. We have not done it since uh, means it has been so long that we have not studied the or not revised the redox reaction. So what do you mean by the word redox reaction? Redox reaction. Redox. The red means removal. Ox means oxidation. Removal of something is called reduction. Okay. So we called it reduction. Okay. Reduction means removal of oxygen. ठीक. Plus yeah, or addition of hydrogen and or can you tell me that decrease or reduce or reduction? We can write reduction or decrease in oxidation state. Oxidation state. Okay, if any one of them is happening, then we say that it is reduction is taking place. Now, what is oxidation? What is oxidation?
Adding of oxygen, removal of hydrogen, and decrease in
Adding of oxygen. Yes, addition of oxygen. Addition of oxygen. Next,
removal of hydrogen.
removal of hydrogen or increase in oxidation state. Increase in oxidation state. Increase in oxidation state. Increase in oxidation state. समझ आया?
Yes.
So this type of things happens, reduction, oxidation. Okay. So these are the oxidations, means these are the rule that what is that we have already studied. Or okay. Now can you tell me that what is oxidation number or oxidation state? Can anybody in the class can help me to know what is oxidation state or what is oxidation number? So for the 10th standard, we can say that the charge on a substance, on a species is called it oxidation state. We have already memorized the valency chart. Like sodium has +1 valency, calcium has +2. Okay, oxygen has -2. Over here, hydrogen has +1, -1 also hydrogen have. Okay, depending on the type. Okay, and like potassium has +1, silver has +1. So we have already written the valency chart. Okay, but when these elements are present in individual form or in the purest form, like Na, like Ca alone, like I'm writing N2 0, H2 0, O2 0, okay, Ca. So this type of will say that okay. So what I'm saying is that sodium, calcium, nitrogen, hydrogen, and oxygen. These are the we will say that these are the substances that have oxidation state. Okay, 0 when they are written in the pure state. But when they are written in the compound form like NaCl, so Na will have positive oxidation state, +1, and Cl will have -1. When I'm writing like calcium phosphate, Ca3PO4 whole twice, then it is going to have +2 oxidation state and phosphate is going to have -3 oxidation state. So whatever the charge on the substances, they are going to have like CaO, calcium oxide. So calcium is +2, here it is -2. Okay, got it? For some time you might not know that what is the oxidation state of another some elements. Like for example, MnO2. I'm writing an MnCl2. They in here the manganese has different type of oxidation state in both the compounds. Like Mn is connected with 2 oxygen atoms. Okay, it means it is getting -2 charge, it is -2 charge, and the whole compound is not going to have any charge, 0. So what could be the possibly the charge on Mn so that the whole charge will become 0? Can you tell me?
+4.
+4. So the Mn is oxidation state is +4. But MnCl2 chlorine atoms are connected, so it is -1, it is -1 Cl. So here it should be +2, so that the total charge will be 0. So Mn can have two types of oxidation state. There is multiple atoms that have various oxidation state like Fe2 positive, Fe3 positive, Mg2 positive, okay, and like Hg+1 and Hg+2. So there are different types of oxidation state that happen. Okay, got it? समझ आया? समझ आया?
Yes.
प्रोबेबिलिटी क्वेश्चंस कहाँ से आने से। तो चलिए आप मुझे जरा बताइएगा कि इसमें कंजस्टन, अगर मैं लिखा MnO2 when react with HCl, it will gives you MnCl2 plus H2O plus chlorine gas. Can you tell me that which substance is oxidized here and which is not? Which is oxidized and which is reduced? MnO2 is oxidized or reduced? Tell me, MnO2 is oxidized or reduced?
Reduced.
Hmm?
Oxidized.
Is it oxidized or reduced?
Reduced.
Reduced. Yes, because we can say that removal of oxygen is oxidation, sorry, reduction. Or we can say that here it is as +4 oxidation state, it is as +2 here. So it means oxidation state has been decreased from +4 to +2. So it means it is reduced. But sometimes you might get confused that whether SCl is oxidized or reduced. Tell me. SCl is oxidized or reduced? Hmm? Is it oxidized or reduced? So we'll simply say that here, like we'll choose to it. You can check it that chlorine, hydrogen में oxygen add हो गई, but don't take it to with water. Okay, water से नहीं करते. We'll go to the chlorine. Here the chlorine oxidation state is -1 and here it is 0. So -1 to 0 is increase. -1 से कोई चीज 0 हो जाती है तो वो increase होता है. So it is oxidation. Okay, or removal of hydrogen from chlorine is also oxidation. Okay, so you can write it like this way also. So write it down this reaction please fast and in the proper manner. I have written it like rough, but write it properly. Done. You done? Done? Okay, next. Let's move further. Now the next is H2O2. When you heat it, it will gives you H2O plus O2. Can you tell me that H2O2 is oxidized or reduced? Ryan, can you tell me? Is it oxidized or reduced?
So also reduced.
Here, if you see that it is reduced, because the oxygen has been removed from here. And here you see that hydrogen has been removed for this portion. So it is oxidized. Oxidized. So same substance can be oxidized as well as reduced. Such type of reaction is called disproportionation. Disproportionation reaction. So disproportionation reactions are those reactions in which same substance is oxidized and reduced. Okay. Got it? Same substance is oxidized and reduced. Got it? समझ आया?
Yes, sir.
Okay, next is, can you tell me that in this reaction, CuSO4, when react with zinc, it will give you ZnSO4 plus Cu. In this, the substance is oxidized or reduced. Copper sulfate is oxidized or reduced.
Reduce.
Copper sulfate. It is +2, it is 0, it is reduced. Okay, second is zinc. Zinc is at 0, and here zinc is at +2. So it is oxidized. Okay. So we'll say that Zn is oxidized. And copper, can you tell me copper is oxidized or reduced? Copper is oxidized or reduced? Umar, Ritvika, Sarah. Why are you not answering? Please turn on the camera.
Copper is reduced.
Hmm? Is it
Reduced.
oxidized or reduced? Huh?
Reduced.
So I'm not saying copper sulfate. I'm saying copper. So copper, you will check it here. Copper is not there. It is copper sulfate, not copper. So the 0 to +2 is it is oxidized. Copper sulfate is reduced. And zinc sulfate, again check it reverse from zinc to +2 to 0, it is reduced. Only on the reactant side, we check the oxidizing and reducing agent. The substance that is oxidized is reducing agent, and the substance that is reduced is oxidizing agent. So like Zn is oxidized, so it is reducing agent. And CuSO4, you check it, this is CuSO4, it is oxidizing agent. Got it? समझ आया?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So note करो फटाफट से. Done? Noted?
Yes.
चलिए नेक्स्ट. अब क्वेश्चंस पर आता है. PbO when react with carbon, it will gives you PbO. Sorry, Pb plus CO2. PbO plus carbon will gives you Pb plus CO2. Now this is Pb. Okay. PbO carbon, Pb and CO2. Got it?
Yes.
If I'm talking about the PbO, tell me it is oxidized or reduced, carbon is oxidized or reduced, Pb is oxidized or reduced, and carbon dioxide is oxidized and reduced. And along with, tell me which is oxidizing agent and reducing agent. Note my point that oxidizing and reducing agents are only present on the reactant side, not on the product side. Tell me, is PbO is oxidized or reduced?
Reduced. PBO is reduced.
Reduced. So it will be oxidizing agent or reducing agent?
Oxidizing agent.
Oxidizing agent. This one, carbon?
Oxidized.
Oxidize. So it will be reducing agent. Okay. This one,
Oxidized.
Pb, you have to check it in the reverse direction. Okay. It is oxidized. And this one is reduced. Okay. Now we shall be going to discuss some important questions. Write down question number 3 in your notebook fast, along with the options fast. Done? Noted?
Yes, sir.
Okay, tell me the answer for this question, please.
So option C.
Option C. Iron is getting oxidized, yes. Water is getting reduced, yes. And the substance that is oxidized, it act as reducing agents. So water is getting reduced, so it should act as an oxidizing agent. So one, second, and fourth. You told me C, na? C is the correct option. Reducing agent or reductant are the same things. Can you tell me that? Write down this question number 23 in your notebook and then find out which one is oxidizing agent, sorry, reducing agent in this one. Fast. Do it please fast. You done? Tell me. Tell me the first one whether it is which is the reducing agent?
NH3.
Which one is the reducing agent?
NH3.
Hmm?
NH3.
Speak a little bit louder, bhai. So reducing agent is one which is not carrying oxygen because oxygen help in the oxidation. Na? So that's why it is oxidizing agent. Substance which is not carrying oxygen is considered to be as reducing agent. Like here NH3. Like but here you can see that it is hydrogen is reducing agent here. So first and last you can tell. But what about this one? So you can go with the oxidation number scheme here because both are carrying oxygen. Then in that case it is very simple. Okay. So here, if I go through this one, just a minute. Just concentrate everyone. This is important. Okay. Here, carbon monoxide. In carbon monoxide, since carbon oxygen can have maximum -2 oxidation state. So it means carbon is going to have +2. But now this carbon, when converted into carbon dioxide here, it is connected with 2 oxygen atoms. -2 -2, it means it should have +4. So this means carbon monoxide में oxygen वैसे भी add हो गया, you can say. So it is oxidized. So the one which is oxidized is considered to be as reducing agent. So here carbon monoxide is reducing agent. And here removal of oxygen is reduction. So it is oxidizing agent. Now here you can also check. Okay. But here the one which is carrying oxygen is oxidizing agent. Simple. If there is two substances, one is carrying oxygen, one is not. The another one which is not carrying oxygen is the reducing agent. So this one is the reducing agent NH3 and this one is the reducing agent hydrogen. But in this case, next one here, H2O, if it is connected with iron, Fe2, F2. Just a minute. F2. So if I'm talking about this one, this is F2. Okay, fluorine is having zero oxidation state because it is in the molecular form, purest form. But in HF, it is having -1 and here it is having +1. So 0 to +1 is reduction. Sorry, -1 is reduction. Okay, it is reducing. And if I'm talking about HOF, so since oxygen can have maximum -2 oxidation state and hydrogen is +1, so H will also have +1 here. So HOF is +1 here. The same substances here is oxidized. So F2 is acting here because we don't check the water. Okay. F2 is oxidizing as well as reducing agent both. Okay. But in general, if I ask you that non-metals are strong oxidizing agent, like chlorine is a strong oxidizing agent. Okay. So we'll say that this is, but here, since it is oxidized as well as reduced both, so we'll say that it is a reducing agent also. Got it? Got it? Because the
Yes, sir.
oxidation state of hydrogen and minus oxygen is not changing. Here it is +1, here it is also +1, and oxygen is -2 here also. Oxidation state of fluorine is changing. Here it is -1, here it is +1. So this type of reaction is also example of disproportionation reaction in which single substance is oxidized as well as reduced. Got it? Noted everyone?
Yes, sir.
So let's do write down question number 24 and start doing this one. Please fast.
Sir, done.
Okay. Now tell me that oxidant means which is carrying oxygen. So simple, the one which is carrying oxygen is an oxidizing agent. Simple. This one is oxidizing agent, 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 this one is oxidizing agent. Okay. The one which is carrying oxygen, if they are the two product which in the reactant, they are the two substances which are carrying oxygen, then we will do the oxidation number method system or the one which is carrying oxygen. Okay, but we can do that one. But here, simple one which is carrying oxygen is an oxidizing agent. And that substance is reduced, which is one which is oxidizing agent, it is actually reduced. And the one which is reducing agent, it is actually oxidized. Okay, got it? Clear? Clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Right. So that's all about we have practiced the type of question that usually are going to games on the in your examinations on the basis on the reduction and oxidation. So that's all for today. We'll meet you in the next one. Thanks for coming. Okay. I'm having another class, so I cannot give you another time, but we'll manage it somewhere else. Okay. So that's all. Thanks for coming, everyone.